Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, gotta do it right. Yeah, do it right. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Time to throw in the towel. I've been holding on this for a while. I'm moving on my own skin. Crocodile, yeah, I'm washed in the blood. Made new, can't tell who I was. No, he saved me by grace. He did it just because. Yeah, my flesh was on E. Had to fill it with the spirit. God, I complete. Secretly in prayer, gotta keep it real discreet. All the verses they don't write on God breathe. Christ, only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right.
Hey.
Only got one life.
Welcome.
Y'all know it's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Congratulations to everybody out there who gets the opportunity to experience Coach John and Coach Joy.
Hey.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Blessings to everybody here. We glad y'all on today.
We really are.
You know what I'm excited about is Wednesday, but not just as Wednesday. I get to hang out with you, and you're lovely today.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
You're lovely every day.
Oh, well, you're so sweet.
With the green and the blue and just all the different things, wonderful things you got going on. So it's always a pleasure to look at you and stare you down.
You're so nice.
You're so nice. All right. Well, hopefully you all are practicing your love languages wherever you are. We are here in our wonderful office and taking the time out to be able to share some game with you on this financial journey that we're all on together. I hope that you take a second and get somebody you care about.
Oh, yeah.
Your boo thing, your sweet thing, and be able to invite them on, say, hey, we watching Wealthy Marriage Wednesday right now. Jump in the comments. Make sure that you are taking the time out to see what's up, because we got some good information for you, some stuff that I think you're going to benefit from. You're going to be very happy.
I agree, Coach John. So I can't wait to share.
All right. Hey, well, without further ado,
yes.
Let's get to it.
All right.
And so today, you know, we have the magnificent opportunity to talk to you about this one topic, because we know that as a couple, you'll either tell your money what to do.
Yep. Or the lack of it will always manage you. Yeah,
this is about financial independent talk. What we're talking about is getting your time back. We're talking about getting your time back.
Absolutely.
And the best way to do that is we need some assets. Somebody should put assets in the chat. Somebody just need to drop assets in the chat. Assets. And don't be dirty neither. You got to put the whole thing or else it's going to come out dirty. Assets. We need some assets.
Absolutely.
We need to own some stuff.
Yes.
And so assets. Now there's different kinds of assets. There's illiquid assets. There's semi-liquid assets. There's liquid assets. So there's different types of assets. So we're going to take you through these different types of assets, because if you don't know, assets are things that put money in your pocket. These are things that grow in value. These are things that when you own them, they help you to be able to make more money. And it's important because if you're going to be financially independent,
you're going to need some money.
Yeah. And it can't be anchored to our time.
That's
right. So that's the best part about an asset. Most assets aren't anchored to our time. Anchored means that if we don't work, then it doesn't grow.
That's right.
And so many of us, if we stop going to our job, then it would stop paying us. Or many of us, if we stop doing our marketing for our business, or we stop actively managing our team, the business would die. And so what do you have that's growing that is not anchored to your time, that grows up in value, that pays you every month, or has other residual growth values that's not anchored and tied to your own personal time, your own personal energy? And so we're talking about assets today.
I like the sound of them assets.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So assets and financial independence are closely tied together.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk about some of those different types of assets and how you can leverage some of those different types of assets to benefit you and your family.
All right.
And so let's get started, because we're going to talk about it in terms of liquidity. Liquidity is how quickly you can turn things into cash, like real dollars. And so should you own some real estate? Should you own some businesses?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
I think real estate is one of the best assets that you can have. We know that a lot of millionaires started their businesses by starting it in real estate, and so it's been one of the things that's been over the years.
Yeah, it's tried and true. It's proven. And so real estate, owning businesses, all these things are wonderful.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you something.
Uh-oh.
If you want to cash out some real estate, it ain't like an overnight process.
No.
You know, a real estate, you can't like go to an ATM and say, hey, I'm going to swipe a card and I'm going to now borrow immediately, or I'm going to take some dollars out of this equity. And so it doesn't work like that. You know, that the process takes a little bit of time, whether it's a formal lending or whether it is a form of selling a piece of real estate. It's illiquid because it's not like something you can do same day, overnight, or do very quickly. It takes a process and some steps to it.
Okay.
And then even a business, it take even longer.
Right.
To be able to sell these things. Obviously, some of these things can happen super quick and in certain circumstances, but generally speaking, these things take quite a while.
Right.
And so how do you manage your money, and how do you keep your capital? How do you have access to it? You know, things come up where you need money. And I don't know about you all, but my light bill comes and my water bill comes, and sometimes there's unexpected expenses. You know, especially if you
fix your car,
right, you got to fix your car, all those
things.
things. And if you're an investor of any kind, which many people who are on their way to financial freedom or financial independence are, is you get random expenses that you didn't account for.
That's true.
Like somebody hit me up and it was like, yeah, my furnace is making a loud clunky noise.
Right.
And it's like, all right, well, are you going to pay $1,000 to fix it, or are you going to pay $2,500 and put a new one in?
Right.
And you're like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna X. It's blank, 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 blank.
Right.
Either way, the heat got to work, and you're responsible for it.
And either way, you're gonna need some cash to pay for the repair or replacement. So
exactly. And so having liquidity, and so, hey, I own a bunch of houses, or hey, I own a bunch of apartments, is not going to work in that moment. You need liquidity. You're going to need some cash. You're going to need it quickly. You're going to need some money to be able to take care of those things.
That's right.
Or you got some flights you need to take out of town. Recently, me and Joy have needed to take a bunch of flights, hotel rooms, things like that. You got to take care of your family. You got stuff you got going on.
That's right.
Well, guess what? You need some capital for those things.
Absolutely.
And if you own a business, or you have some assets that aren't paying you consistently into a bank account of some kind or easily accessed, they're illiquid assets.
Yes.
So we need to have a mixture of illiquid assets and liquid assets.
Okay. Oh, semi-liquid
assets. Simi dropped something sweet on you here. So semi-liquid assets. So this would include stocks and ETFs. So ETFs are exchange traded funds. That's groups of stocks that are in certain categories or that have some kind of commonality. Maybe it's a full market ETF, or maybe it's a ETF that invests in semiconductors, or invest in the medical industry, or invest in restaurants. There's kind of ETFs, this group of stocks.
Okay.
And so you can sell those, but the timing makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Because there's this thing called taxes,
Ooh.
capital gains taxes. There's also, is the market up? Is the market down? Let's say you invested in a company called Advanced Micro Dynamics,
Okay.
AMD.
Oh,
And you said, hey, I got this stock and it's at 200. But then out of nowhere, the earnings report doesn't come back right. Stock drops. Well, you got liquidity. You can sell that stock, but if you do, you're going to sell it at a loss. And so unfortunately, if you need it quickly, the timing of when you need it, if it's a good time to get the money or not, it's going to be based on where the market is at that time. So the challenge is that the market goes up and down, and it's not a smooth process to know how much you have going on. Same thing with even a little bit less with the mutual funds, but then also retirement accounts.
Okay.
There's rules and restrictions that apply.
There is.
Yeah, like think about me. I still got about 15 good years before I can access any kind of retirement accounts or anything like that. So what do I do if I need that money? Do I take a penalty, pay a bunch of extra tax penalties, and pay all these different things? Well, that's not a good thing.
No.
So we look at that as a semi-liquid. Yeah, you can access those funds if you absolutely emergency had to, but the weight of what comes along with it is usually not worth it. Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah.
A lot of times it's not.
Right. So the semi-liquid asset are the ones that take a couple of days or so, not as long as you would to like go through a closing and all of that for if you want to sell a house or something.
But you can access those funds pretty quickly, but sometimes the time will get you. So now we're going to look at liquid assets. And liquidity is important because access to capital is important if you're taking advantage of opportunities in the market. Maybe you found a good deal on something. Maybe there's a way you can make some quick cash and make a quick investment. Maybe somebody needs something real quick. Having cash is the most liquid asset, obviously. But then you don't want your cash just sitting around waiting for something to happen. So you want to put it in things. So here's some other things that money sits in and it is accessible for you. Money market accounts where you got interest bearing accounts, but then also your IULs and life insurance policies. Did you know that really quickly you can go and just go online and it's almost like a transfer because you can literally request a loan from your life insurance policy and you can be able to access those funds very quickly.
Wow.
And you don't pay taxes. Like there's no tax burden. There's none of that stuff. So when you do it, you're able to access those funds. You're able to take care of emergency situations. You're able to take care of quick investment opportunities.
Wow.
It's just another wonderful form of liquid capital through insurance, and most people don't know about that.
That's what I was just going to say. That's new.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's interesting because there's a guarantee at the end that your family's going to be able to have some generational wealth, and that they're going to be able to get a nice check in the event of your passing. And we all know we're going to pass, but at the same time, while you're alive, you can still use those funds. And so you got cash in the bank account. You don't have to worry about if the stock market's up or down. Did you know that in these type of accounts, your money can never go down? The way these accounts are, it's not possible for your return to be below zero.
Wow.
Like it's like the market can go and take a 20% dive. Your IUL, your whole life policy, it can't do that. It's not allowed to do that. It's not allowed to go below zero.
You telling me that I can take this cash, put it in this IUL, and I'm not gonna lose on it. And then I can use from it whenever I need it. And then if I pass away, my family has some money at the end. Like that's a win-win, like all the way around. You can do so many different things with that. Yeah. Can you invest with it?
Yeah. Well, the best thing to do is wait for these like market corrections and things like that.
Okay.
And then you have capital to be able to take advantage of good deals. It's like when you have capital sitting in a safe place that you can use as needed, is, to me, I believe is better than a retirement account. To me, I believe it's better than just sitting it into a money market account, because you get the benefit of when you pass away. There's just multiple benefits to it. And so we swear by these things because we use them personally, but at the same time, we know other people who have been doing it for generations.
Right.
And so there's multiple different strategies, but make sure that you're using the strategy that's best for you. And then also that we are considering these different strategies like life insurance to be able to help you to be able on your wealth building portfolio of assets.
It's so good.
That's some good information.
It is really good because there's a lot that don't know that that's possible.
Well, if you're a person who may not know everything about it, hit me up. I'm telling you, I love to talk about real estate. I love to talk about stocks and options and things of that nature. I also love to talk about life insurance, all kinds of financial strategies. If you just want to talk about financial strategies and how to come up, call or text me 502-632-3005. Your boy John is here for you, licensed. Multiple companies who we can help you to be able to get on, and we'll have a good time doing it. And two, I want you to own some stuff. Right. And there's nothing like owning some stuff, because when you own some stuff, you're on your path to financial independence.
Yes.
Getting your time back, financial freedom.
Yep.
and taking it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
And so
Yeah.
the best part about doing and buying assets is when you get to do it with somebody you love.
Yeah. Oh, and this is the month of February. It's the love month.
So happy Valentine's Day to
Early.
all the sweethearts out there.
Yes.
And we are so much looking forward to the opportunity to be able to serve you
Yes.
in this month of love, in this day of the heart and the love. And we thank y'all. And just remember, it's always so much better
Together.
Bye-bye.